The following quotes are found in the Bible on the 10th commandment: you shall not covet your neighbor's goods. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor anything that is thy neighbor's. And the same quote can also be found in the book Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 21.
Another quote can be found in Romans chapter 7, verse 7. Because the carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can it be. Another one is Romans chapter 13, verse 9. For this thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, thou shalt not covet, and if there be any commandment, it is briefly comprehended in saying, namely, thou shalt not love thy neighbor as thyself.
The 10th commandment, according to the Catholic Catechism, is basically a continuation of the 9th commandment. The 10th commandment basically forbids any coveting, wanting of something else, and using that would be things like theft, robbery, fraud, basically things that are illegal in our country. Just anything against the 10th commandment can also fall under the 5th and 7th, so that also says that these commandments all kind of tie together. And the difference between the 9th and the 10th is the 9th is more like law, and the 10th is more like concerns on and intentions from your heart. The Catechism explains the 10th commandment into 4 different sections. The first section basically explains how humans have good desires and bad desires. A good desire would be if you're cold, you would want to be warm, but a bad desire would be if you want money, you want to get that by stealing from your neighbor, for example. The first section basically explains it's okay to want things, but as long as you're willing to work for them and as long as it's a good thing that you want. Wanting to obtain those bad things and wanting to obtain maybe good things just in a bad way is what is sinful. The second section basically explains that it's better to be kind-hearted than to be envious and to want things from others that you didn't work for, and that it's better to work for the things than rather take them. The third section explains how Jesus wants us to be a follower of him, and an example of that is the story of the poor widow of Jerusalem, who, although she was poor, gave up everything just to follow Jesus. And it's more important to have loving kindness in our heart than hatred and envy. And the final and fourth section of the Catechism explains that when you are letting go of that desire of wanting things and obtaining things, you get a visual picture of God. And it says in Scripture that when you see God, you have obtained all goodness, and that there's nothing that's better than seeing God. And God can make all of those more like cravings or desires for bad things go away.
I just got a text from Kristen. She wants to know if we want to hang out.
It's fine with me.
She's with Lacey and Jess. Is that cool?
Fine with me.
Alright.
Okay, so you want to hang out at Paige's house today?
Why?
I mean,
can steal stuff?
maybe we can just hang out with her.
Why would we want to do that?
She's our friend.
So what? She has good stuff. She's like rich.
You have stuff too.
I have nothing.
I have a car.
Let's just take this and empty it so I can use it to take stuff.
Alright, good idea.
I hope her parents aren't insane. We'll check.
The guard dog is home.
She's so cute.
Yeah, whatever you can. Here, you're in the bed. Hurry, put that here. Alright, let's go upstairs. Here we go. We're gonna go to the bathroom.
I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Alright.
Go.
Oh no, there's like $100 here.
Here's our car keys. I think.
Alright,
we
hurry,
just
hurry,
go.
just go. Just
Say we don't feel good.
we don't feel good. I think we're gonna go.
My mom's
okay?
calling me.
Alright, bye.
Bye.
Kristen, grab the bag.
Okay, I guess since they left, I'll just go inside and tell Paige what they did. Hey Paige, we violated the 10th commandment. Lacey and Kristen and myself, we came in here and we like stole your stuff. We stole your keys, your money, and your car.
Are you kidding me?
They really? Oh my god.
I'm sorry, Paige. We covet your goods, but I'm gonna make sure that Lacey and Kristen do return your things. You know what? Let me just text them right now.
Okay.
Sorry I took your money.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
Here's your car keys.
You kind of took some of your snacks too, so if you still want them, you can have them.
Thank you. Do you still want to be friends? Yeah, of course.
Thanks.